Have you ever dealt with a narcissist before? In my walk, I've learned that there are two different demonic forces that drive narcissism: Jezebel and Leviathan. Last week I made a video on Jezebel. If you haven't seen that, feel free to check it out. But today we're going to cover Leviathan. You can read about Leviathan in Job 41. He is described in Job 41 as the king of the children of pride. The spirit is extraordinarily prideful. And let me give you an example of what that looks like. Have you ever met somebody that just physically cannot put their pride down, cannot put their ego down, even if they're wrong and they know that they're wrong? This entity will do anything it can to try to cause confusion and to try to make you question reality. What this can also look like is, have you ever tried to teach somebody something and they already know and they know better than you and you can't teach them anything? Or have you ever been in an argument with somebody and it seems that they're just talking you in circles? It doesn't matter what you say. Even if you are absolutely certain you're completely right, that doesn't matter. They live in a delusion and they are going to try to make you conform to that delusion, just so they don't have to put their pride down and admit they're wrong. The spirit loves to sow discord amongst people. Just like Jezebel, it's very divisive. Now, if you were raised by a narcissistic parent, you probably heard something like, "Why can't you be more like your brother?" Or, "Where did I go so wrong with you? Why can't you be more like your sister?" Now all of a sudden you're fighting with your siblings. That's Leviathan. And they do this because they just must cause chaos somewhere. Another really good example is, have you ever met somebody that just seems that they cannot sit in peace? If there is any amount of peace going on in their life, they sabotage it. It's wild. I think we're all familiar with the term gaslighting. That's what Leviathan does, and he's very good at it. Now, what can you do if you're dealing with Leviathan firsthand? My personal advice, take this one straight to God. The amount of pridefulness in this spirit blocks out their ability to reflect, which means it blocks out the Holy Spirit. If you are dealing with this firsthand, I wholeheartedly recommend fasting and prayer and talking to God about what your next step should be. In my experience with the spirit, I've been called to do a variety of different things depending on the circumstances, right? So I've been called to separate at one time and then at another time intercede and help deliver the person being tormented by this. If any of this video resonated with you, follow along for more. I plan on making a part 2 on both Jezebel and Leviathan, so stay tuned. Love ya. God bless.